Hey guys, this is Christine from Indigo Wings Healing, and this is your weekly twin flame reading for December 13th through the 18th. I'm a day late. I was traveling this weekend and I just was not able to get it done yesterday, so I'll do just the shorter week and then I'll be back next week on schedule. So as always, take what resonates from this reading. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, then it's not the message for you, and that's okay. If you feel like I'm talking to you and this resonates with you, then I'm the reader for you. This side right here is for the divine feminine. This side right here is for the divine masculine. And as always, these are just the energies that we're talking about. Males can have predominantly divine feminine energy. Females can have primarily masculine energy. And what I'm going to be talking about, this can pertain to male-female couples, same-sex couples. I will probably be mostly speaking in terms of male-female, and we'll be referring to the masculine as male and the feminine as a female, but just so you understand that it doesn't necessarily always apply the way I'm saying it. So I'm going to just get started with the reading. So for Tuesday, Wednesday, for the feminine, we have feeling alone. And the card, the energy is a 5, and it's kind of interesting to me that in this card there's a full moon, because we have the last super moon on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, and we have the 5 for transformation, realignment, and that's going to be happening for a lot of people. A lot of twins are still going to be experiencing additional release and purging of things that are no longer serving them. It's the last big push of energy for this before 2017, and it's going to be bringing up some of the same issues for the feminine that have been coming up for the last few months. So whatever it is for the feminine that leads her to feel alone, for example, for some of you it may be abandonment issues, that's going to be coming up for you. But, if you notice here with the house, it's not that far away, and there's a light on there. And so to me, that's saying that even though, the feminine's feeling alone, she isn't really alone. She can go and find people to be with that can support her through these feelings. And it's almost, to me, as a reminder of, we are never really without our twin, even though it might feel at times like they've left or they're not with us. Their energy is always there. And so, I really feel like this card is very representative of all of the stuff that's going to be coming up for the divine feminine with this full moon. And with the Divine Masculine, for Tuesday and Wednesday is the Control card. And what I'm getting with this card is that, you know, for them, again, with this, the releasing of the blocks and the things that from the past that no longer serve them, they are going to feel like they don't have control of their emotions. They're going to be feeling anxious. Some of them may be feeling a lack of confidence in what their place is, just in general, but probably also in relation to the Divine Feminine. And, you know, even though it's easy, I think it's easy for the Divine Masculine to get a bad rap, that when they pull away, that they're just being jerks. And it's not that. I think that they just are sometimes so overwhelmed with all of their feelings that they just don't know what else to do, and they just shut down. And so with this, the person in the card is looking down, and it's just reminding me of a person who is just not really feeling good about themselves at the moment. They just are overwhelmed. And so I feel like that there are going to be a lot of masculine twins who are going to get quiet with this full moon and what they're going through with it. Some of them may have already started. And so it's no wonder for the feminine if they're feeling alone, because they're going through their own releases and purging, and then they're not hearing from their twin. But it has nothing to do with you, feminine. It rarely ever really does. It's usually about them and their feelings and not being able to figure their own stuff out. So try to keep that in mind over the next 2 days, that you're both going through stuff, and it's good that you're going to be releasing the stuff that comes up to the surface, because it's just going to put you in a good place for being able to come together in the future. And I love the next cards that come up for Thursday, Friday for the feminine. 3 cards actually fell out of the deck. I got the Heal card, Shine, and Embrace. And so with the Heal card, there's chains that are finally broken. And I feel like for a lot of feminine twins, there's a breakthrough where they are coming to a place of peace and forgiveness. And I feel like forgiveness is really key here, because there are twins that are still holding on to things that have happened in the past. Some of you may even be having things that were past life issues that the releasing that comes up with this full moon is going to help heal these things. And forgiveness is just so powerful that it's going to really help do so much healing for you, especially in your heart center. And with that healing, I see the feminine coming into, so you have the Shine card. For the feminine, this is like a huge breakthrough for a lot of you, where you're going to come into a place of surrender and being able to let go of this and say, okay, I'm going to give this to the universe. I'm just going to, I'm going to detach myself. Concept, open-hearted detachment, the love is there, but you're detaching yourself from the outcome. Whatever happens, happens. You've got the open heart and the light shining out. But you're just, whatever happens, happens. And that is such a good place to be. And again, I feel like this full moon is going to help you get there. And then you have the Embrace card, which is just, it's all about being grateful for the blessings that you have. But what I love, the imagery in this card, there is a heart in the middle of the world here, and it's a seed, and from the seed, roots are sprouting. And I just feel like that is, I just love that imagery, because it's the feminine is doing everything they need to do to make these roots strong and grow into what she's wanting it to grow into eventually. But you can't skip the step of releasing what you're going to be going through on Tuesday, Wednesday. You got to go through this to get to this. And I think what's really interesting is, so, the masculine is also going through the challenges on Tuesday, Wednesday with the new moon, or with the full moon. And then he gets, for Thursday, Friday, the Dreams Coming True card. And with that, I'm just getting with him just a sense of, again, just gratitude and contentment, and a sense that he feels like things are going to start moving in the right direction for him, that he's feeling pretty good about where things are going, and he's pretty happy, he's pretty happy about that. He's pretty grateful about that. So it's nice to see both twins winding up in such a good space after a period of release. And again, like I said, that's exactly where you want to be after any kind of energetic purging and release. So the next card for Saturday and Sunday for the Divine Feminine is Rebuild. And this card is, in traditional tarot, it's the Tower. And people feel like the Tower is a bad card. It's not a bad card. It's more just about breaking things down so that they can be literally rebuilt. And I feel like what's going on here with the feminine is that she's, with the transformation that's happened at the beginning of the week, she's really learning how to come from her heart and less from her ego. And in order to do that, you really have to start all over again in terms of rebuilding the relationship. And that's what I feel is where the feminine is at. She's really, realizing I need to look at things from a different perspective, and just kind of start fresh, start with a clean slate. And then with the masculine, his card is Seek the Truth. And what I'm getting here is that there's going to be a lot of questioning going on with the masculine. I'm not feeling so much like he's questioning the connection that's going on here, because he knows that there's a connection. I feel like with Seek the Truth, he's learning how to go with his intuition more. You know, he hasn't been completely sold on following the spiritual path, especially ones who are not very awakened, and he wants to figure this out. I am also getting, for a small number of twins, that particularly ones who might be in a relationship currently, like a karmic relationship, that they're sensing that there's some deception going on within that relationship, and so they may be a little distracted by that, perhaps looking to use that as a way to get out of that relationship. But they're trying to get to the truth of what's going on in their lives. They're still, even though they're feeling grateful and like things are going to be working out for them, they're still a little flustered and unsure about things. They don't quite have the same faith that the feminine has. But what I like about these cards is that they are both, this is a 7, and then this is a 16. It breaks down to a 7, which for me is indicating that they are both on the right path, which is a really good thing. So the crowning energy for the twins is the solar plexus chakra, and I feel like, again, this is talking to me about the strengthening of intuition and clairsentience, and trusting your feelings that you have, which I feel like the feminine is better at that than the masculine. But what I'm really getting from this, like the energy that's coming from spirit, is that believe that you can have the relationship that you deserve, and you will, which is a great message for both parties here. The root energy for this reading is so wonderful. The coming together, which is a card that represents union. It's a 2, which represents balance, partnership. You can see it's a male and a female together with a heart. And the Simply Love card is a 6, which for me, what stands out about it is it being a card of peace and cooperation, and that, you know, just at the root of all of this, you know, there's an underlying energy of coming together and kindness and generosity, like that there's just a really good, positive, loving energy at the basis of all of this. So even though, you know, the beginning of the week starts out a little rocky, the masculine's got some stuff he's still gotta deal with, at the base of it, this is still here, which I gives me a lot of hope. that the love is there. So don't question whether or not the love is there, because it is. That's what this says to me. With the underlying energy for the female, for the feminine, is manifest. And this is just kind of illustrating that feminine is in a great place for being able to create whatever it is that she is desiring. She has got magical abilities about her right now, and she is just in a very, very good place that she needs to keep her thoughts positive. And I just like the imagery on this card with the box open, and as the hands are lifted up, the energy comes together in the shape of a heart. And it's a 1 for new beginnings. I love that energy for the feminine. And then I feel like this card has come up recently for the masculine. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it has. But the underlying energy for the masculine is trust. And this is a card of action and opportunity. It's a leap of faith. And even though you may not necessarily see a lot of action coming from the masculine this week, it's there. The desire is there. They're just kind of, it reminds me a little bit of the Shine card, just a surrender, like, I'm giving this to the universe, and I'm going to see where things take me. I'm going to stop fighting so much. And, I'm going to go where I'm led. And so even though, you may not be necessarily seeing it come out in the physical, the energy is there, and it's being thought about. Some of them, especially the ones that are in karmic relationships, or those that are separated by a far distance, they're just trying to figure things out. And that's where, you might not see the action the way you want to. But for the feminine, if you're letting go of your attachment to the outcome, you're going to be in a really good place to just let them figure things out and give them the space to figure things out. And if you let them do that, the fact that you aren't seeing this energy outwardly, it's all good. It's okay. So I feel like overall this is a phenomenal outlook for the week. I'm really, really happy to see where everything is headed. I love, love, love to see these two cards as the underlying energy, because the one thing that I think twins all know this, but they forget, especially when things are just not going great or there's silence, the love is always there between twins. It's always there. And so I feel like this is a great reminder that it's totally there. So that's all I have for you guys this week for the reading. I just launched my new website this past week. So all of my information for readings and healings is on the website. It's www.indigowingshealing.com. I also have a blog there, so you can find daily card pulls. I do those almost every day. And I also do a written general weekly reading, just a 3-card reading. for the week on the blog. And I also have some testimonials up there. If you want to see what others are saying about my readings, you can check that out as well. I have a Facebook page. The link is on my website, but you can also find it by going to facebook.com/IndigoWingsHealing. I have a Facebook group, and the link is on my Facebook page, and I will put it in the description below on this video. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'm so grateful to everybody who has been watching my videos so far and has contacted me to express that you've enjoyed them. I really appreciate hearing from you on that. I'm trying to think if I have left anything out. If I have, or if you have any questions, you can contact me through my website or through my Facebook page. And other than that, I will be back next week with another Twin Flame weekly video. I hope everybody has a great week. Take care.